Okay, wale wako hapa, so I hope you're good. I hope you had a very nice weekend over there. So it was a very nice day over here because we have seen at least some movement in the market, and we are grateful with that. So because we have different people over here as usual. Mwenye ameinua mkono, what is the problem? My voice, you can just type hapo chini, you can just type and just see your message hapo chini, somewhere here you can write here, okay, hapo, and then I'll just see your chat. Okay, no problem. In case maybe my sound is not good, you can just be asking. If there's any question, you can just be asking it over there. I'll just be checking with that. Let me just see over here the people over here so that we can maybe see the topic we can just talk about, because we have different things that we can just talk about over here. Maybe my plans are not the So I can see majority actually new people. Majority are new people. So we are not going to be taking so long in this class. So I hope you have been good, and let's just start from there. Today let's just talk about something that we call psychology, and the other thing that I'm just going to be helping you over here, that are just going to be helping you, especially when you are trading. Sometimes you can just start trading over here, someone who has started in forex trading, and what people tell you is actually maybe what you have just been looking is the wrong information. Sometimes unaweza enda to the only information you're just looking over there is the information about how to something like technical analysis. Those are information, 100% strategy, high winning strategy. That is what you have been looking over there. But to be honest, you are looking for the wrong information. To be honest, you are just looking for the wrong information. So if your only work is to be looking only for technical analysis over there, then you're looking for the wrong information, because there are lots of things that you have to be learning, especially from wale wamekuwa hapa. I've just taught you about the importance also of fundamental news, because you can see they affect the market so very much. Okay, and sometimes psychology is very important when you are placing our trends, and that is what you can I promise you, that is the thing that you're just going to be fighting over and over again. Psychology is something that is very important. Again, actually, this is a very boring topic to many people when it comes to psychology. And let me show you something. So when we talk about psychology when you are trading, it's very important. Sababu, there are some people who actually will enter into the market. Like, let's say you have traded, you have done your analysis over there. There are some people who just be looking for this information over here. Okay, you have done your technical analysis. Okay, kuna mtu hapa anatafuta the high winning rate, which is actually maybe 90 to 100% strategy to be in the market. So number one of these things, you are looking for the wrong thing. This is wrong, and that's why I promise you keep losing. And this is when I talk about the psychology, is a very important topic to many people. It's a very important topic, actually. So a very boring topic, because you won't believe it. Hawezi amini hiyo kitu, ukiambiwa you just repeat the same mistake. Is something even. That's why you can see the most of the books I read, mi sisomangi vitu za technical analysis sana. I was reading about the technical analysis, about the psychology, because that is important even more than technical analysis. Why am I talking about that? Okay, sometimes let me just talk about this. How do this market affect us in terms of psychology, especially when you are just trending? This can affect everyone wakati una trend. Sometimes let's say the market umefanya these things, you have just bought around this region, umenunua hapa, and then the market just goes against you just like this. Assume the stop loss SL stop loss was here, and then the market went this down in a reverse back hapa. Sasa unasema, and your TP actually was around this area, so this is the TP. This is the TP here, take profit. So this is the buying point, buying point, so our entry, and then the market goes this way, it goes again over here, almost hitting your stop loss again, and then market goes up again this way. So because maybe after this you just need patience, because the market actually can just maybe sometimes take the time. The market can sometimes take time, market sometimes it can take time, so sometimes inakaa hivyo inarudi hapa tena. Okay, so the moment it reaches around this region, unaamua these things actually has just reached this point 2 times. What I'm just going to do, the moment it actually hit this place again, I'm going to assist from the market. And what happens from there? Please, those people I'm joining now, that was the last person actually to admit. So when the market actually arrives at this stage, when the moment it approaches your entry point, then you decide to cut here, maybe with a small loss or some losses around this area. But do you know what happens? The market now comes back and then eat your TP. So you can see the problem here is not your strategy. Maybe you had done a very good strategy here, but what was needed over here is actually how the market was playing with your psychology, and sometimes we call it discipline. If you said maybe you're going to wait for your TP to be hit, then maybe you are going to be waiting at maybe let's say 2 to 3 days. Then you actually have to do that, so for you to be profitable over them. And one thing I can actually assure you for real, hii kitu ya kutrend haraka haraka, you may be a scalper, yes, and making some good amount of money, but if you want to be profitable for the long time, well, anza kutrend vile una trend, but the moment you realize this is going to be helping you very much, especially if you trend long. For those people who actually trend long, kama trend zako zina running between 2 to 3 days, ama inaweza run between 1 day maybe to 3 days, and you're patient, actually when it comes to this, why can you not own the trends between 1 to 3 days? Is because of the size of your account. If your size of your account is very small, then there's no room to hold for those days. Actually you're just going to be closing very inakuwa very late. So that's why I was telling, kuna video nilimake about how to the importance of trending with high account. Trending with the high account actually has more advantages because you can wait for the market. So here the smaller the account, the more tense you are just going to be. Okay, the smaller the account, the more tense you're just going to be anytime it comes to trending. Anytime it comes to trending, you just be more tense. Okay, una tense sana. So account yako assume iko na kitu kama, let's say your account has something like $20, like $20 here. So, and actually you used a lot size of 0.05. This one, even the smaller, even the market that actually moves very slow, even the market that moves very slow, this market is actually going to give you a lot of tension. Because why? Your account is small and you have used a very high lot size, so this is going to give you pressure. Okay, so that's our psychology. That's why we put ourselves in something that is going to affect us, tukiwa tunajua tu. It's because of small account, and you know you have a small account and you're using high lot size, so there's probability your account is going to be blown out, and that is crazy. So you have to be very sure about that. Please just know how to trade. After umejua hizo vitu zote, the most important thing, the next thing that you have to learn about is psychology. Let me tell you, psychology is very important. I'm going to mention some of things over here and you're going to realize this. Unaweza somea technical analysis or what you want, but when it comes to kidogo tu. Yeah. So what are these things that affect us? So nimesema sometimes how the market the market is always joking with psychology. Your psychology, market inakuchezea tu hivi. So that's how you have to learn how to do your things very well, because the market inaenda chini hivyo kidogo, inakopea attention hapo kidogo. The moment you are sixth, that is the time the market actually goes to your direction. That's why psychology is very important, and being disciplined enough to know how can you defeat that, how can you defeat that that thing, how can you defeat that pale unajua market inaenda hapa, inarundi hapa, inafanya hivi, all those things. That's how you can just defeat that, is having what we call the target. You know, you just do your target over here. You just have to do, for those who don't know how to calculate pips, you know, the importance and the best thing about forex is that you can determine what you're going to get and what you're going to lose. Okay, this topic is very easy. I'm just going to try so that everyone can understand it. The importance of about the forex is because you're going to determine how much amount of money you're just going to make and how much amount of money you can lose, and that's why you have to have this target. You have to know this is going to be my risk reward ratio here. Okay, I'm going to be losing this to get this. So assume now this is ranked over here. I'm going to lose this in order to get all this profit. So unless maybe something changes about the market, then that is the time you're just going to close this. But even if you entered around this region and the market actually rotate around here, because you know I'm going to lose $10, the market rotates over here, and still there's nothing has changed, like news, you know, there's something, hakuna kitu imekuonyesha that the market will continue going down. You just have to stay disciplined, because the market actually hit here, and then probably is just going to hit here maybe at once. And sometimes maybe we see the market actually imekalia pale tulioingilia where we entered, and sometimes we tend even to close below that. Okay, so that is what you can have target. If you have this target, you are going to respect it unless otherwise changes. If I can respect my target, then I don't have even to be worried about anything, because I know today I can lose $30, but there is the chances I'm going to get $60. So I'm not worried about that. It is my target. And I respect that very, very much. So that is the target. You have to know about that. So having the target is something that's just going to be helping you so much. And to have this target, you have to know how to draw these things in your tulisemea, like a calculation of pips, you know, pips and the values. You have to know the pips over here. So if you don't know how to calculate these pips, make sure that you just do that. Kuna those videos that I just made on how to calculate point and pips. Make sure that you just go through that always, so that you can just be helping you so much to calculate this target things over here. The other thing, you just, maybe you are a person who does not know how to trade well, make sure that you always use a very small lot size. If you have a small account, don't, now there are things can affect us. There is something we call fear. Ile unasikianga uoga. Why do we have fear? fear appears when you actually have something like small account of your end, umeingia tu bure tu, unaonanga market ni kama inaenda this direction, you just enter. So it will just make you to develop fear, and that's why you are just going to be using high lot sizes. It will make you develop fear. You have small account, it will make you develop fear, and you have all the mistakes you have done, it will make you develop fear, and you aukume kuwa na a calculated plan. If you don't have a calculated plan, then it is just going to make you feel fear. Okay, and that is how you have to know how are you going to deal with this fear in psychology, so you can just be more profitable in forex. In this one, you have actually to deal with what I've mentioned. Okay, something like, if you are using high lot size, make sure that you use a small lot size that you are comfortable with. You have not plan, you are not planned on what you are just going to get or what you are going to lose. So what I'm just going to do over here is to have a plan. You will have a plan here, and the third thing over here that can just make you to fear, can develop that fear. Hey, I'm fearing to do that. The market just typing some little rent over there, and then you just start sweating and shaking over there. When I develop that stress and all that, those are the things that can develop fear over there. Small account, you do not plant your things over there. Those things are just going to make you have that fear. So for you to deal with that, because we are not mentioning these things, we are also trying to bring the solution to these things. So the only thing that you can just do over here is to make that you deal with that fear. Your fear is by doing the correct thing. Just do the correct things and everything is just going to be fine. Okay, ukifanya hizi vitu, everything will just be okay. I mean, unaweza acha trend yako iran the own day, hata umeenda kufanya vitu zako, and you are not worried about anything, because you have your plans. Umefanya strategy yako, you trust yourself, you have tested your strategy, and it is just going to work. Kama ni news, unajua leo hakuna news zinaweza kuja kinyume na mimi that can affect the market. Those are the ones that we call plan. You have a plan that is just going to help you to develop fear. Okay, and this fear, if you have fear, is going to make you do many mistakes over here. A mistakes like you can see the market kidogo tu imeenda red, kidogo ume close, unaona. So you end up having, alafu unaona ni kama market imeenda kuenda juu tena, una open another trend, wakati umefungua inaenda tena chini kidogo. I know those are the mistakes actually so many people of you are doing. So kidogo tu inaenda chini, unafunga ukiangalia hizo vitu zote umefunga, ukifungua unafunga. Sasa unaona ni kama forex inaenda against you. So hapo ndio watu wanasemanga, beginners say that the market is designed to go against us. Okay, and that is not true. It's because of the fear. The market, the moment you just open like this, the market inaenda negative kidogo, maybe because of the spreads, and the market inaendelea tu kwenda kidogo chini hivyo. The moment it does that, then you close. You end up closing $2, $1, $2, $2, $2, $2. At the end of the day, you are very negative. You have lost a lot of money. Actually, you have lost a lot of money. And actually, when the market even goes to that is something like $1 over here, you close very fast. I've seen some people even closing with 0.5 USD. That's crazy. Someone is closing with 0 point something USD, unless maybe sometimes as a close equal seriously, unless maybe what can make me close at that one is because maybe I entered a trend, and maybe that trend just went against me, but I became patient. It will just return to my position maybe after 2 or 3 days, and maybe I'm not interested in that trend again. Then I just have to close and maybe go to and open something else. So that's how fear can just do to you. just work on those things on the fear. Maybe you are writing this so that you can just work on this, because these are the things I've seen so many people doing the same mistakes every time. Fear, 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 fear. And you have seen, I have actually read a lot about these books. You have to read a lot. I read a lot of books about psychology, because I know that is the only things, all these things you can be very correct. If you follow these things, and what we call risk management, you cannot follow risk management very well if your psychology is actually down. Okay, so those are the things that you have to know over them. Now, that is interesting. So we have actually talked about the fear. Okay, and that apart from fear is actually one of the things that is affecting the beginners. You are a beginner over there, and what will just affect you for the first time is fear. Okay, fear. Why am I saying the beginners are going to be having fear? The reason you have fear is because you have not developed what we have said over here. You have not exposed yourself to the market. That's why you have to try everything that you can to learn. Yeah, sometimes this psychology thing, you cannot get them to on the demo account. Demo account cannot give you that psychology that is just affecting over there. So that's why sometimes you have to try it with a real account. And actually, I tell you the truth, the moment you deal with the fear and you face the market with that strategy that you have been working on, I tell you, you're just going to become profitable every day. Just work on these things and you see fruit. Just work on the fear. I've planned of all things that I just mentioned over here, and then just going to be helping you very much. The other thing that actually affects us is what we call greed, and this is rare. Hii huwezi ipata kwa beginner sana, because the beginner ni mwenye ataona niko na $2, I'll close the market very fast. Okay, but this you can just actually get it. It happens sometimes when maybe the day has been so good, like today maybe umetengeneza pesa, the whole day you have been making money. So that is where the greed comes from. It is already 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. but still you feel overtrending. Every time you are overtrending, and that is where we call that one as the greed. Hapo sasa ndio greed inaingilianga. And the greed is something that can make you lose everything. I've seen so many people telling me that nimeshinda kutengeneza pesa the whole day, but at the end nika lose everything. I just lost everything. I lost everything that nimetengeneza the whole day. So that's what happened. Fear and greed can make you be losing money. Hata kama uko na good strategy, at the end of the day, maybe the market has just been so good, but kama unataka tu umetengeneza pesa enough, you achieved your target, already you have hit your target. Ulikuwa unajua mimi target yangu ni dhao, target yangu ni dhao 3, target yangu ni dhao 2 pande. But the moment you just hit that, you just want to make another one. Unasikia tu si ni make sasa ya sonda, unatengeneza ya sonda. Si ni make sasa pesa ya kununua kanyama. Sasa hapo sasa ndio ukiwa unaenda kutengeneza ya kanyama, una lose everything. You just lose everything that you have generated the whole day. So you have seen psychology. Discipline is very important when it comes to forex trading. And if actually you just work on only those 2 things over here, they are just going to be helping you very much when it comes to trading over here. It does not matter whether you are a beginner or wewe ni mtu amekuwa akitrend for a long time, then all those things that are the first thing that you have to be knowing over there. There are a lot of topics that we'll just be talking about here. For the people who just be here, we'll just be having different topics that I'm just going to be helping you so much. I'm planning actually to do a beginners class where tunaanza venye tulianzanga. We just do a beginners class only, and for those people who maybe have joined less than a month, we can just all of us join and start like a fresh, just to do something like a master class and start from the beginning to the end. but we also have another class maybe where you can just do another advanced things. I also saying for the people who just been depositing above $100, then I'm just going to be giving you a perfect plan how you can just manage that amount of money. Okay, let's do something over here. Okay, something, kuna mtu akona something like $10 over here, kuna mtu akona kitu kama $10. Assume you have $10 in your account. Sometimes trading with this amount of money, you cannot use high lot size. Tusindanganya hapo, because I've seen some people I can give you signal, but how you do you utilize that signal on your area, you know? Na kupea signal, how do you do about it? How do you handle that signal? Because let's say yes, I've just given you this signal, it just tell you to just do this, but unaenda unatumia the wrong lot size, so you see you don't have the required knowledge over there. So $10 is very small to just do with that. The only lot size you can actually even afford to use here, you can use 0.1. $10 is very small, but you can try with it. Yeah, just try at least with 0.01. Yeah, nimekuwa nikitengeneza another video on how to trade with $10. You can check that, because I'm just going to repeat the same thing. Those are the things that you can actually know, because kwa hiyo video, because I don't want to repeat here, because kuna vitu nilimention maybe nimesahau sahi, but they are very important to note over here. Yeah, trade with, unaweza kuwa na kainvest kako fulani umeweka hapo. Make sure that the moment you put that amount of money over here, work on the fear and greed, and have a perfect plan that you're just going to be making over here. Okay, if you have $100, at least answer na plan ya kusema I'm going to try to make 1,000 a day. Okay, 1,000 a day, that's a very good amount of money, because at the end of the month you're going to be having more than 20k. Okay, have at least $100. Make sure that you have that plan. It's just going to challenge over here. And I said, first of all, if you don't know, you can adjust your demo account and try that before even turning to that. Hiyo $215 unapewa hapo, jaribu kuiraise to 300 ama 350 ama 400, then you can switch to a little account. Okay, mimi hata I don't want people to lose money over here, not like those people who maybe are paid somewhere else to make sure that when you lose they hand something like that. Just want you to hand money. That's why every signal that I just give is the signal actually I do enter. Me so signal nawapeanga, I always enter them. So yeah, I always enter those ones, and sounds amazing over here. Okay, now there is something that I just want to mention you as we wind up this up. So there are, for those people who have been trading, the market is actually divided in different things, and there are some of things that you just have to avoid, and the other side you have to entertain. Okay, for example, let's say you have a small account. Actually, when we talk sense, is account below $500. That is account below 60,000. If your account is below 60,000, that's a small account. That's a small account. Yeah, so that's a small account. There are also other small accounts over there. That's this very small account, $20, 30, 50, you know. And there are some people trying to trade with $5. You are going to blow so many accounts as possible. Now let's start right over here. There are quite of things that you can just try to trend over here. For example, we have currencies. I just want to mention this so that I can show you what to avoid. We have currencies, you know, like Euro, USD, you know, Euro, USD, all those pairs. USD, JPY, you know, all these pairs over here you can just mention over there. Let me just show you over here. We can talk about the market right at here. Let me just mention the real market. Let me go to the real market so that we can just talk about this. So we have this, so you can see the market is actually divided into different part over here. So there are these currencies that you can see right here. Okay, we have forex currencies like euro USD, GBP USD, USD cant, and all these things. If you have a small account, actually those are the things that you have to be trying with. But kuna watu wenye wanatakanga tu ku multiply the account to flip the account so fast. This is not the area. Sometimes maybe when you just want to try things, there are many pairs. There kuna kusona maswali niliposting hapo nikauliza, what are these mini pairs and minor pairs? The major pairs are actually the pairs that has USD in, and those pairs actually tend to be moving so fast. Those pairs tend to be moving fast. So that is the first thing that you just have to know there. And we have the minor pairs that does not have USD and they move very slow. You know, there's a signal I just give about the, and this is New Zealand versus Canadian dollar over here, and I send the entry point will just be around here. Let me just show you. I just draw this in a very simple way. This is it, and my entry point was actually over here, and my stop loss was across this region over here. But you know, this can be a breakout and a false breakout at the same time. So that's why I was just looking at this region over here. So I'm just going to see whether the market is actually just going to reverse back over here. But you can see my stop loss is actually very close. But you can see this pair, it is taking time because this pair is not the main pair, and it is taking long because it is slow. It's not that very volatile. So some people may kuna mtu alitumia loss size ya 0.01, not 0.01 but 0.1 lot, yeah, 0.1 lot. So nalikuwa na $10. That means with only 10 pips down, account is blown. So that is crazy. Yeah, even with $100 you cannot use that on the volatile pairs. Okay, so I advise you to use those pairs like you can use like euro USD, the pairs that you know, even if they just go up, they're maybe going to go down over here. So you can try with these currency pairs over here. You know, they don't move so fast and not slow. But if you have a small account, avoid something like US oil. Yes, you can make a lot of money, but you know, US oil actually move so fast. Inaweza enda very fast na irudi chini very fast. So you can be right about the direction, but you're going to lose money very fast. So there's no need. Yeah, the market can just be ending up, but kidogo tu ina blink down and you are lost all your money. Something like gold, you know, all these commodities. Let me just divide this because of the beginners over here. So we have commodities are divided into two. We have commodities that are divided into crude oils, that is like UK oil. We have I think China oil, we have UK oil, you know, all these ones, US oil. They are very volatile, I tell you. They can move very fast. They move very fast. You know, I was trading this US oil, and you know, yesterday, I think it's yesterday when I just gave out this signal, the market was at 67,500, and you can see today it is at 70,500. That's a very big move. Yeah, that's a very big move, I tell you. That's a very big move in less than 24 hours. So make sure that you just avoid that. This is just an advice I'm just giving you. Maybe it's just going to be helping you and all that. So you can see we have gone. Make sure that you always not check on that. Okay, and yeah, so if actually you can try all those things I've just maybe mentioned in this video, it's just going to be helping you somehow and all that. Okay, and yeah, so that's what we just be having. Next time we'll just be talking about technical analysis, and then the other class, the next week, part 1, we talk about the fundamental analysis. Then after that you'll just be able to compare everything over here. So I was just introducing the psychology over here because maybe the first day of the month, the first week, we are just going to be dealing with the psychology until the next class. So this is going to be the topic for the next 7 days, until Thursday, and day like today when we are just going to be having the next class, and we are going to be talking about the next topic, and that topic will just be carried on for the next 7 days. So this topic about psychology, we're just going to be talking about it. So that was just an introduction, because I'm going to be sending you notes and books you read and some notes you just go through about the psychology. Because if you're just going to follow whatever I'm just going to teach you, it's just going to be helping you very much over here. After that, we can cover technical analysis, fundamental analysis, na tutakuwa tumecover a lot about forex, you know, but make sure that you are very high end, because kuna vitu zingine hata sitakuwa narudia. I will not be repeating most of these things, so that make sure that you always go on them. Okay, yeah, so I hope that is it today. Sikuwa na mambo mingi, so next time maybe we just be talking about the ile topic itakuanga ndio nitakuwa naongelelea. The topic we'll just be discussing over here, that is the topic we'll just be talking throughout the week. So if you have any question, you can just type it over there. I'm just going to be replying over there, but most of this assignment I'm just going to be posting to the group so that we can proceed. I'm going to be posting from the group, and then we can proceed from there. So I'm going to be giving you an assignment and things to go through. It's about psychology. I have some books that you can just read out of them about psychology, and then there are some keynote that you have to note over there. So if you can learn about the psychology throughout the week and practice how to deal with it, then I think hakuna mali forex inaenda. And these things about discussing, let's start talking about the one topic per week, and we just deal about that topic the whole of the week, and it's just going to be helping you so much. So I want us to start talking about the psychology, how psychology can just help you in different aspect, and I know it's just going to be helping you throughout over them. So if okay, kuna mwenye anauliza niko na shida ya technical analysis kudetermine SL na TP and oh no. Okay, I think kurundia hiyo topic hatutarundia tena about how to calculate P, TP and SL. Please, watching my videos, you are not helping me at all. Okay, aunisaidi because his classes za kucalculate tulifanya hapa and I recorded them like the way we are just doing in a very simple way. Kuna watu wengi wanajua hizi vitu through just watching the playlist and yenye nituma. All you just have to do, go hapa utaona how to calculate point, and ukijua how to calculate point and pips, then you just go to calculate how to determine, to predetermine the SL and TP. Itakusaidia sana. Yeah, it's very easy. There are two ways that you can just do that. Kuna njia mbili how to do na calculations, na ingine nitautumia hapo tu, iko bando hapo. Yeah, very easy things, you can just do that. Unaona, siwezi, unajua sasa mtu mmoja akiuliza how to do this na vitu tumefanya kurudia tena hatutakuwa tuna move. So you can still do that on your own, tusikue lazy and all that. I'm not saying you are lazy, but try actually to do something extra. Kuna watu wanafanya kazi vizuri sana. Mtu ananiambia hey, hizi video zako umetengeneza yenye nilikuwa, they are very easy to understand and I'm actually working on them. Mtu anakaa hapo anasema ukianzia, nimesiarrange in terms of from start to the end, you just start from the first and mpaka mwisho, so you know how to do everything for your own. Unaketi hapo today unaamua I'm understanding this. Kuna mtu ameniambia hapa, yes, learning something new every day. Like leo anaamulia ni how to calculate point and all those things. Believe me or not, I have taught that thing and I've done that in a very easy way you can just understand. How to calculate that is very important, and very something that's very important when it comes to TP and SL, determining your profit and loss is something very important. So I just challenge you to go and watch that playlist. I believe nimekutumia kama uko kwa group, kama umejoin class, I believe I sent you that playlist, or you just have to just go through it. Even today I just sent it to the group. Make sure that you just go and check. Unaangalia hapo video number 1 2 3 venye zimefuatana, just check one by one. It's just going to be, unajua sasa tukirundia James Ezra hatuwezi rundia one by one. Unajua tukirundia itakuwa topic nyingine na kuna watu washapata hiyo. Is there a strategy to understand end of retracement? Mi sikuelewi hapo, because there's retracement. There are different things over here, okay? Is there a strategy? Na hii kitu tunaitanga strategy, sijui kama kuna kitu strategy is something okay, I can't say I'm going to teach you a certain strategy. Let me tell you these things. There's nothing like a strategy yenye iko imesetiwa. Unaona? Strategy, let me tell you what is the strategy is. A strategy is how you approach your market on your own. Vile unastengeneza kakitu fulani, hata sometimes uwezi eleza mtu vile unadetermine market, but it works for you. Yeah? But it works for you. So that is a strategy. Yeah, that is a strategy. And sometimes when maybe I can use my own strategy and get a signal, I can give you that. And maybe sometimes maybe naweza kupea strategy yangu and maybe ushindwe hata kuitumia. That's what happens. Some people can try to explain their strategy to them, na ushindwe hata kuielewa kabisa. So yeah, so we talked about the retracement. Let me just define that. End of retracement. Is there a strategy to understand end of retracement? End of retracement, okay, you can know when the market is ending to retrace, wakati market imemaliza kutrace, because retracement means is either the market was going up and ikarudi tu kidogo tu hivi, and that is why maybe you just enter into another trend, unaingilia hapo. Okay, let me just draw this so that you can just understand. Sitaki nikutupe kwa kichaka kidogo tu. Let me explain that as we wind up. Questions are good. This is how retracement. Okay, kitu imeenda wapi? This. Okay. So talking about the retracement, assume this is how the market was moving up, and then the market actually goes this way. Okay, market inaenda that direction. So this is the retracement. Okay, so sometimes trending retracement is hand. Why it is retracement? And sometimes because there is no specific place you just know, because some indicators like RSI cannot show you the retracement area. Okay, cannot show you the retracement of it, but there are indicators that if you want specifically to be trading on retracement, kuna indicators in there, you just utilize your time to learn those indicators. Fibonacci kai zenye tina kusaidia to know the retracement area. So this is retracement, and then market moves up again, it retraces back, all this. So these are retracement. Some people do enter over here, like this market is moving up, some people will just be entering like buy here. So this pullbacks, retracing. Okay, or the market moving down, retrace back, retrace back, pullbacks, pull back, retracement. I think those terms kuna mwenye alikuwa anasema they are different, but I think pullback ni anju, but retracement in a retracing back, the market went up, retracing back. So you can just know how the market just traces from there. So we'll just be checking on that deep, because there are a lot of things that you can just check over there to know whether the market is, whether it's just going to retrace from there. But there's no specific formula that you're just going to use. It depends on how you check on the market when it comes to retracement, retracing back. Okay, like reversals, and don't confuse retracement with reversal. Okay, there's difference between a reversal and a retracement. Let me just define this. This is 6. Okay, retracement. These are retracement, is these ones. But when it comes to this is a reversal. Retracement are short, but reversals are long. Ni kurundi, hii imerundi kabisa hiyo, lakini retracement ni ile unaenda unarundi kidogo nyuma tu. Hiyo ndio retracement. Yeah. Okay, maybe I've tried to answer your question, I don't know, but we'll just be checking that more. You can just be learning on how to trend on retracement. Although retracement, nimesema kama unataka kutrend kwa retracement, it's good, but you can trend when the market is trending. There are a lot of things that you can just talk about them, na ni kama tumeongea hizi vitu. Like this market is trending. If the market is trending, you just enter alongside the trend. So unajua the market has not ended the trending, like using the EMA moving average to know still the market is just moving still up. I hope maybe nimejaribu kuanswer that, but maybe sikupata swali yako very clear from that. Any other question from that? Any other question? Psychology is very important. That was our topic. Remember that. If you avoid that, means aje. Okay, I will just show you my trends. I have 2 weeks. I've not closed my trends on loss. I've not closed my trends on losses, and I see it naziachilia sana, but trying to be very disciplined enough, just hitting. Hata kama nimehit 80% of my daily target, then I'm grateful. I can just stop from there. Si lazima ni achieve 100% of my target. As long I get 80 and above % of my target, then I'm just going to go. Yeah, I'm going to go from there. I see no other questions, so we just be ending from there. We are ending from there, so we'll just be talking about psychology next time. I don't want to repeat that again. I will just be posting on that next time. We will just be having it is a question. I will just ask the question or not. We can discuss on technical analysis on the next class, so that we can just do that thoroughly, and then we just be entering it deeply. Tutaifanya vizuri kabisa, so make sure you don't miss that. With those short notes, you can assist from the group, and nice to see you today, and that is it for today. So if you have learned something, you can just go and post to the group that you have learned something, because this is not the end of the learning. We are just going to be learning more throughout the week. 7 days of psychology, and continuous from that. Psychology is a very important topic, very challenging, but very vital to us as the traders. Okay, so kuna trend. Okay, nitapost hizi vitu because I could have shown you my real account and my targets over here about those things. Okay, so hata size I don't think I have open trains. Sijafungua any trains, unaona. Yep, so that is it for today. We can assist from there because sizioni swali hapa, so we talk later. I'll post those on a group, so you can assist from the group, and just go and post to the group. Kama umepata kitu, you just post it. The group is there to just help each other, lakini tukue tunaheshimiana kabisa. Just go and post hata kama umesoma kitu today, we just continue to learn from them. That is from me. Have a good night and a blessed one. See you next time. Adios.
Thank you.
Ungefunga studio hapa lakini ukaenda kulala. Niacha kama hujafunga studio.